By this stage in your music studies, you should be familiar with the note and rest values of a semibreve, a minim, a crotchet, a quaver, and a semiquaver. In this video, we will learn about some new note values, namely the breve, the demi-semiquaver, and the hemi-demi-semiquaver. If we look at the relationship between these notes, we will see that a breve is worth 2 semibreves. Each of our semibreves can in turn be split into 2 minims and 4 crotchets. Each crotchet can be split into 2 quavers. We're going to run out of space here, so let's zoom in and look at just one crotchet beat, which has been split into 2 quavers. Each quaver could be split into 2 semiquavers, and these can each be split into 2 demi-semiquavers. Finally, each demi-semiquaver can be split into 2 hemi-demi-semiquavers. In order to remember the names of notes smaller than a quaver, we can look at their tails. This note has just one tail, so it's a quaver. When we add a second tail, we get a semiquaver. A third tail creates a demi-semiquaver, while a fourth tail gives us a hemi-demi-semiquaver. These tiny note values with all of their tails can become quite messy and overwhelming, so we often beam them together. We will explore the rules related to grouping these notes in some upcoming videos, but for now, we just need to be able to identify these notes. In order to do this, we will look at the intersections between the beams and the stems of each note. In this example, there is just one intersection between the stem and the beam of the first note, so this note will be a quaver. The second and third notes each have 4 intersections between their stems and beams, so these will both be hemi-demi-semiquavers. The fourth note has 2 intersections, so this will be a semiquaver, while the final note will be a demi-semiquaver due to its 3 intersections. If we were asked to find the total number of beats that this passage adds up to, we would need to add the notes together. When looking at these smaller note values, it is helpful to remember that every time we add 2 notes of the same value together, we lose 1 beam. If I were to add these 2 hemi-demi-semiquavers together, I would take away 1 note and 1 beam to get 1 demi-semiquaver. If I were then to add these 2 demi-semiquavers, I would follow the same process, taking away 1 note and 1 beam to get 1 semiquaver. Adding the 2 semiquavers together gives me 2 quavers, which in total gives me a single crotchet beat. Use the exercises in your accompanying book to practice identifying, joining, and adding the new note values you have learned.